Welcome to Every Coach Needs a Coach, the podcast for coaches of all sports and all age groups to learn from coaches and people they may otherwise never have the chance to meet. Today's See One, Do and Teach One is brought to you by Alfie Kohn, who is the author of The Myth of the Spoiled Child. It's a long quote that I want to read to you guys. When we set children against one another in contests, from spelling bees to award assemblies to science fairs that are really contests, from dodgeball to honor rolls to prizes for the best painting or the most books read, we teach them to confuse excellence with winning, as if the only way to do something well is to outdo others. We encourage them to measure their own value in terms of how many people they've beaten, which is not exactly a path to mental health. We invite them to see their peers not as potential friends or collaborators, but as obstacles to their own success. Finally, we lead children to regard whatever they're doing as a means to an end. The point isn't to paint or read or design a science experiment, but to win. The act of painting, reading, or designing is thereby devalued in the child's mind. So I just came across this and I never thought of it this way. I never thought of how early we start to pair kids against each other in what seems as an innocent, a science fair or a painting contest or a number of books read over the summer. But I think it's really valuable because just like Alfie Kohn says there, we see those things as a means to an end and not the process of doing them as the reward. So my challenge to all of us, and I'm guilty of it too, is rather than entering into those contests, encouraging ourselves and our kids and the people that we have an impact on to do their best in whatever they're pursuing and pursue it because they enjoy it. Pursue it because they enjoy it. And that is it. Pursue it because there's enjoyment in the process and because you know that you can grow from it and that you enjoy doing it, as opposed to pursuing it because you can win. That's so countercultural of us. So countercultural. I look at my nieces and nephews who are enrolled in sports, and I have to say, one of my nieces does horseback riding. And although there are horseback riding competitions, I don't know that she's been entered into one yet. And she loves riding those horses. She loves going to horseback riding. And like I said, I don't think she has competed once. Maybe she wants to someday. But the process of riding that horse brings her so much joy. She talks about it all the time. She loves horses. Similarly, Taekwondo. Two of my nieces and nephews are enrolled in Taekwondo. And it is the process there. They haven't competed in anything yet. They're earning belts and they're earning pieces of tape that give them progress towards their next belt. But it is the process there that they are pursuing. They're not competing against anybody else. They're trying to get better at the skills that they're learning for the sake of getting better at the skills. And I think that's inherently really, really valuable. And I think we can do a better job of holding on to that sentiment in other sports where we appear to compete. But when the kids are that little, right, between 5 and 10 and 11, 12 years old, let's see if we can get better. Let's try to get better at pursuing the thing because the thing is fun, as opposed to pursuing the thing because we can win. It's challenging. It's super countercultural, but it starts with one, and it starts with you and I. I appreciate you listening. Thank you for spending some time with me today. Keep on getting better every day.